Alright, hello everybody. This is another video to kind of follow up with my previous video where I had quite a few comments about, that video and how, this and that. I'm not even going to get into it. I don't care. It's really not something I really want to bother with. Like, all the people, being ridiculous, and you are being ridiculous, try and make this to clarify why you're being ridiculous. And I want to start off by saying that this is my channel. This is where I put out my own experiences, and I would not put false information out in the ether. I did have these experiences. They are factual to my own experiences, and these experiences are what pushed me to have the opinion about my own personal Steam Deck that I do have. And the thing is, I know that these issues, if I have them with my Steam Deck, then other people might be having these experiences with their Steam Deck. So I simply want to put it out there as kind of a warning to let people know these devices aren't perfect. They have flaws. They have things that mess up with them. And, maybe I'm not always the most clear with my points that I'm making, but I'm human. And, I make mistakes and, forget to say things and stuff like that. And that's why I'm doing this follow-up, to kind of try to clarify some of these things. And, one of the things I didn't say was that when I got my Steam Deck for the first time, it was in May. It was actually May 15th, I believe, of this year. So it's only been a few months that I've had this device, and I've already had all of these issues. Okay? So I wanted to clarify that. And also I wanted to clarify, in order to get rid of some of the issues that I mentioned in that previous video where the UI was not showing up, the only way I could get it to where the UI would show up like it normally is supposed to was by switching channels. I switched over my channel to the preview channel, and it fixed all of the bugs that I was encountering. So my point with that is Valve and Steam support will tell you to stay in the stable channel, but the stable channel in the Steam Deck has the most bugs out of any channel available. And I've even done the main beta channel that is supposed to be testing out the 3.5, update that they're working on. I've even been under that. And the stable channel is the most buggy channel available for the Steam Deck. And the thing is, I don't suggest switching over your channel to the main beta channel to test out 3.5, because I was having major overheating issues running games under that channel. So don't switch over your to the main beta channel because of that reason. It can ruin your Steam Deck. It really can. So don't do that. That's my warning to you. Those 3.5 updates are fantastic. It brings a lot of really awesome changes to the Steam Deck. It really does. But it's not worth ruining your Steam Deck over. So that's a bit of a warning. I didn't buy the Steam Deck to be a PC. I kind of did. I'm not going to lie. I do watch like YouTube videos in the desktop mode and stuff like that. But for those of you saying like, oh, he just wanted a PC, but he bought the Steam Deck, you're wrong. I would have to be a complete and utter moron to buy a portable device and then just dock it and use it as a PC. No. I did say, that I have run games in desktop mode. I have. But do I do it all the time? No, I do not. I would say about 90% of my time playing on my Steam Deck or doing anything, any sort of gaming, excuse me, I just ate, so I have a little bit of the burps, but about 90% of my gaming time is in handheld mode. Okay? when I played Armored Core, I played a couple times in desktop mode just to see how it would run. You know, windowed at low res, lowest settings possible, FSR1, TDP at 11, like all that stuff. And it just didn't run very well. It was getting, I mean, it ran okay, but the Steam Deck I noticed was getting quite hot. So I switched over and only ran it in handheld after that. And even in handheld mode, it was getting quite hot at the lowest res possible, FSR1, TDP 11. I was watching the temps with the overlay that shows you all the system, all of the stuff that your system's doing and the temperatures on the CPU and GPU and all that. And the temps were getting quite hot in handheld mode at lowest possible settings, lowest possible resolution in windowed full screen. So that's when I got the fan, okay? Because I just paid $80 for Armored Core 6, of course, and Armored Core 6 was in fact developed for the Steam Deck. You can look it up from software, said it themselves. So if you don't believe that, look it up. Yes, it was developed and it was made for the Steam Deck. So, yeah. And the only reason it is rated playable and not verified is simply because of small text, and you can look that up too. So I would say all the people saying that I'm under-researched on the Steam Deck and everything, you're flat out wrong. I got mine in May of this year. I had a whole year to research and everything and make my decision. I did fully research the device. I did know what I was getting. I did know what I wanted out of the device. And the thing is, I did want the ability to play my Steam games on a handheld when I'm laying in bed, which I've done numerous times. So for anyone sitting there saying, "Oh, he just wants a desktop PC, and he's upset that the Steam Deck isn't a desktop PC," you don't know your ass from a hole in the ground. And I would really appreciate it if you'd shut up. But anyway, moving on. Let's see here. Yeah, I would appreciate if people would quit making assumptions. A lot of people in my comment section on this past video made a lot of assumptions. I have got in touch with Steam support already for some of the issues with the Steam Deck, and they said if it persisted to get a hold of them again, so I might be getting a hold of Steam support again to have my deck sent in to have them do an RMA and figure out what's going on and if it needs to be replaced or whatnot. So, yeah, that's that one guy that that I said he knows who he is, but he was acting like he knew everything. Yeah, you didn't know everything, dude. I did get a hold of Steam support and everything. I already had. So, yet again, stop assuming things. You don't know everything. So, yeah, and the heat thing was that I noticed even around like 85 degrees, 85 degrees Celsius with my Steam Deck temperatures, even up around just 85 degrees, I would start noticing chopping in the games that I was playing. And that's like, Dark Souls 3, Armored Core 6, Dead by Daylight. And Dead by Daylight, they kind of screwed over Steam Deck users by making it so that you cannot turn the resolution scale down past 65% now. It used to be 55%, so they kind of screwed people over on that one. But that's, behavior and DVD. That game is just, in my opinion. But yeah, I got the fan just to simply keep the temps of the overall device down. That's really why I got the Binbach fan. And that's another thing, just real quickly, why would I spend $30 to $40 on a fan, for an issue that I'm lying about? If I was lying about it, I wouldn't have spent money on it now, would I? So I'm clearly not lying. These are things that have happened to me. Whether you want to argue that or not, I don't care. Because I know it happened, and I would not have made a video about it if it didn't happen. And when I switch over to desktop mode, that is before, and have that crash where it black screens and everything cuts out and just stops working. That's before even plugging it into the dock that happens. That's all handheld mode. Going from handheld mode, switching to desktop, it goes black screen, nothing works. Everything shuts off. And I have to hold the power button, hard shut down, leave it for a few seconds, then power it back on. And then when it comes back into handheld mode, if I go to desktop after doing that, it usually works then. But yeah, my video is just about, you know, my personal experiences and stuff like that. It's kind of a channel almost for me to be able to kind of vent and also to warn other people. And this video that I had previously put out, just, you know, this last video, was to warn people to not buy the device, you know, not buy a Steam Deck for AAA games. Like, these people put out, these YouTubers put out these videos showing like Starfield running on Steam Deck and all this stuff, and then people think, oh, I can buy a Steam Deck and it'll be able to run Starfield and everything like that. No, that's not the case. You can't take it at face value. The Steam Deck is not made to run modern AAA games. It's made for indie games, emulation, and like 2010, you know, AAA games. But anything above that to like modern day AAA games, stay away from it. The Steam Deck is not designed for that. That's another point that I'm trying to get out there. I've been on that train for a long time, saying do not buy a Steam Deck for AAA games. It can't handle it. That's not what it's made for. It's made as like a companion to your PC, okay? And I should have explained all of this in the past video, but I was a little bit irritable and stuff. So that's, you know, that is on me. But people making assumptions and stuff, that's on you. And I'm not going to apologize, you know, for certain things or whatever, because you guys made assumptions and draw up your own conclusions, your own narratives about my videos. But that's on you. Some stuff's on me because I didn't explain. But here we are. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys again, and hopefully this clarifies more of what I was talking about later.